ETH today is starting a move back up. However, this 1 year long range was accumulating with a bullish pattern being this inverse head and shoulders. Unfortunately, as it developed, it started losing macro high lows, which then targets the previous one. And if this is ever lost, that's 1 year spent accumulating. In fact, actually, somewhat of a complacency stage, tricking us into thinking it was accumulation and then losing that range low. The market is now looking for a bounce, as you can see, but there is upcoming resistance up ahead, which I've already suggested in my past updates. You can see between 2.1 to 2.3k. This is a very key level of resistance, as it was previously where ETH bottomed out through the months of summer last year. Heading back to the weekly time frame, we can also see the 200 weekly EMA in this area, and we've only just now started to form a bearish cross. So with all its power, it will try and invalidate that, and that only comes with a move up. I just think that that move up won't sustain. So at least for now, I think that there could be one more push up for ETH into this key level of resistance. I just don't think right now there are any signals of strong momentum to push through this area. Ultimately, even if it is recovered, there's a lot of work to do up ahead. And I have been warning of this in my updates on a daily basis, that even if we start seeing an Ethereum recovery, this would signal for all altcoins to go and follow suit and bounce. The rest of the market will bounce. So please prepare for that. If we can see Bitcoin specifically breaking its 200 daily EMA, go and check out my Bitcoin update. Really do recommend it. I can briefly go over. It's coming into a very key level of resistance. I think that ETH can get that final move into that red box. If Bitcoin breaks through 85.5k, then you can see there's a huge brick wall in this area. I haven't even checked the weekly on Bitcoin, but yeah, you can see the moving averages are there. And taking this back to Ethereum right now, that would be this area. So it seems like it will be very hard and it will struggle to push through this zone of 2.3k. So my assumption is that it lower highs in that area and then of course rejects and rolls over. In the case, and if a day passes where this is recovered, I'll then speak about how it needs to recover 3,000. You can actually see that the moving averages as the weeks have gone by have dragged lower back, initially dropping into the 200 EMA and finding support here. You can see the moving averages were exactly at the 3k level, couldn't even reach that level. Lower high on the moving averages, continue to new lows. So although 3k needs recovering, the moving averages are beneath that point. So you might say, okay, if the moving averages are recovered, surely that's a signal that we will break 3k. No, that might just be a signal. It will pump into 3k, which is still resistance, which was previously support. So should reject and confirm it is resistance, maybe in the short term to have another go and hopefully breaking that time. There's a lot of work to do, guys, and we can now see on more macro time frames that this is a fact. Even on the monthly, it's saying at all costs, this level must hold. So it's got the rest of this month to recover the red zone. It needs to hold, as you can see on the monthly time frame. Also find that the weekly 200 is there. So a move must sustain where it recovers the red box, pumps into the bearish cross area of 2.8 to 3k, maybe rejects, and then finally holds this as support to have another go. That is what needs to happen. For now, though, the bigger risk is that the reclaim does not even form, that it just pumps into right here, the 20 to the 2.3k area, and goes down from here. So I will update it as it develops. But in the immediate short term, meaning by the next video, in the next day, this should continue higher and alts should follow. That's it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me achieve 10k subscribers. We're now 500 subs away. Check out my Bitcoin updates if you can. Really important. Definitely recommend doing so. And if you want to get educated, use the links down below.